adding World into WorldSkills UK, establishing an international focus for standards. As he prepares to step down from his role as chief executive at WorldSkills UK after 7 years, Neil Bentley-Gockmann reflects on how WorldSkills UK is using international benchmarking to define excellence in technical education and apprenticeships, so more young professionals, from all backgrounds, can succeed. The announcement that the UK had just won its 20th medal at the WorldSkills 2017 competition was barely audible as cheers sounded out across Abu Dhabi's Etihad Park. For me, that was my defining moment as chief executive. A light bulb instant at my first international competition, when I realized that Team UK's success was more than just a medal haul. It could be used to help better prepare more young people, educators and employers to succeed. With this in mind, I laid out a new vision for WorldSkills UK, rooted in our knowledge of how other countries use skills policy for economic development, to champion a world-class skills economy in the UK. The skills economy is a concept in which governments, employers, parents and young people recognise being highly skilled as a valuable currency for success. It also acknowledges the potential of technical skills to power economic growth. I wanted to establish an organisation where we always tried to lead from the front. I wanted us to be an incubator of new ideas, and in setting out the new vision I realised we had to focus on 3 key areas. Lessons from global best practice, centre of excellence. Firstly, we needed to create a vehicle to effectively disseminate our learnings from our international benchmarking at WorldSkills. Born out of my experience at WorldSkills Abu Dhabi in 2017 and founded on research undertaken by the University of Oxford, we launched the Centre of Excellence in 2020 at the height of the pandemic. At a time when our day-to-day work was paused, we had the opportunity to innovate, and I will always be grateful to David Gallagher of NCFE for believing and investing in the concept, during what was an uncertain time for us all. We were amazed by the level of interest from the FE sector in this new program, and to date 49 institutions are part of the Centre of Excellence, with 31 situated in the government's levelling up priority regions. Mainstreaming best practice and world-class standards from the WorldSkills Global Network, the Centre is helping institutions across the UK raise standards and embed excellence across curriculums. In England, the Institute for Apprenticeships and Technical Education is interested in the impact of this work, and we are actively linking our insights to the development of standards in apprenticeships and other qualifications. Ofsted has also recognised the value of competition-based training in their education inspection framework in England, citing their value in demonstrating outstanding behaviours and attitudes. It is fantastic to hear that 83% of members have said that it has motivated them to make positive changes to improve their teaching and training practice. We are working with NCFE to launch the next phase of the Centre of Excellence and are inviting ITPs and higher education institutes to apply to help ensure more organisations and young people across the 4 nations can benefit from our international benchmarking, helping to meet rapidly changing employer needs to support economic growth. Secondly, we repositioned our programs, informed by diagnostic research, to focus on the future skills needed to help power the economy, in line with priorities set by governments across the UK at a time of fast-moving technological change. That's why we are focusing more of our programs on STEM skills at higher levels in areas such as Industry 4.0, cybersecurity, industrial robotics, additive manufacturing and renewable energy. We have already seen international success, winning the bronze medal in Industry 4.0 at last year's WorldSkills Special Edition. We are also using our international network to form partnerships between skills providers in the UK and other economies, which is enabling us to share training methods and best practice. This includes working with institutions in Japan, Korea and Kenya on advanced manufacturing, and with France, Netherlands and Taiwan on green skills. Supporting young people from all backgrounds. Thirdly, in our work to empower young people, we wanted to be as inclusive as possible. I'm particularly proud of the work we have achieved in reaching young people from all backgrounds. In 2021, we launched the Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Pledge in partnership with the AOC and ETF to help drive real change across the FE sector. I'm pleased to say this pledge continues to grow, with more organisations joining later this year. We now use data to improve analysis and decision-making for more inclusive outcomes, and have prioritised role modelling to engage a wider range of young people in our programmes, including those from underrepresented groups. We make sure this is reflected in what we do internally as an employer, and have worked to achieve a more diverse workforce and leadership team. We know there is still a lot more work to be done. which is why we continue to provide allyship to our partners by building formal relationships to deliver ED initiatives from workshops to speaking events and CPD so we can learn from each other. By working together, we can drive the change needed across the sector. Putting US on the world map. As I prepare to step down from my role as Chief Executive at WorldSkills UK after 7 years, I am proud of everything we have achieved to put WorldSkills UK on the world map. Not just performing well at international competitions, the UK is currently 10th in the world rankings, but showing how we can use our international benchmarking to define what excellence in technical education and apprenticeships looks like at home, so more young professionals, from all backgrounds, can better succeed in work and life. And I am pleased to say there is now significant demand from other countries to understand how we have made that overall shift. We could not have done this without the support of the FE sector, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you. Your continued involvement in WorldSkills UK's programs is key to us working together to help develop a competitive skills base to ensure we can support ambitions for economic growth and prosperity across the UK. Register now to access the WorldSkills UK Learning Lab, a new online space and resource centre which provides free access to world-class skills development tools and resources.